Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 strategies that you can use to get free plants to jumpstart your permaculture garden, food forest, or backyard nursery. Got this black locust for free. Got that gooseberry for free. Free currant bush. About 4 years ago, I got a whole bunch of seedling chestnut trees for free. Free hops. Mulberry. Some of these strategies you might not have considered before, so stick around. Strategy number 1, Facebook. In particular, Facebook groups and Facebook Marketplace. All right, so with Facebook Marketplace, they don't have an actual free section like on Craigslist. So the first thing we're going to do is actually go to Facebook Marketplace. Then we're going to just type in the search bar, free plants. See, I already have that search term there. And you'll set your location, general location in the top toolbars there. So here we can manipulate our location. And I'm going to zero in to about like a 30 to 60 mile radius. I'm not likely to drive 60 miles to get a plant, but I'm just kind of curious what's out there. All right, so we'll see here. So just on this first page, that first one here, free plums, that's pretty cool. So it's look like it's just a free fruit, not the actual tree, but you know, we could eat the fruit and save the seeds and plant the seeds and then grow free plum trees that we could graft. Here there's free salmonberry plants. That's kind of cool. You need to dig over 30 of them. Here's another cool one. Free rowan trees. Those are European mountain ash, in case you didn't know. Usually grown as an ornamental. But if you wanted those, there someone's offering some free ones. That's pretty cool. Free bamboo. Do they want just the poles, or you must dig up the transplant? Okay, so they're giving away the free plants. There you go. If you want a bamboo, bam, there you go. What's this? Okay, a free mature native bald hip rose. Something like that might be like a $60 to $100 plus potted plant if you were to buy it at a nursery. You come and dig it up yourself. So there's quite a bit on Facebook Marketplace at this moment. Yep, so you need to check Facebook Marketplace every single day, multiple times a day, to find the best deals. Other people are perusing just like you are. If you want to be the first on the scene, you need to be checking. And we'll talk about how to set up Facebook alerts. So we'll talk about setting up Facebook alerts. And these are the marketplace alerts to suggest items to you in Facebook Marketplace. The more items that you click the alert button on, the better the algorithm is going to be trained to suggest things to you. This is pretty awesome. Free lemon balm raspberries for Crocosmia. That's a pretty sweet deal right there. I've definitely hit the alert button on that. The more free plant advertisements you hit that alert button on, the more will be suggested to you in your homepage. Now, if you're adverse to using social media platforms, I'm right there with you. But I encourage you to think of Facebook literally as just a tool you can add to your toolbox to find free plants. There's a few things you need to know when dealing with Facebook Marketplace. 1, dealing with flaky people. It's amazing how many times I've come across a great plant and the person never messaged me back, or we set up a meeting and the person never shows up or doesn't respond with the address. It's your responsibility not to take personally those flaky people. Just move on with your life and on to the next free plant. Number 2, bring your own tools. If you show up to get a free plant from someone and you bring your own tools, it seems like a small thing, but it does give you a sense of professionalism, and a person may be more likely to offer up other plants they might have on their property. It's happened to me before. 3, have your vehicle prepared. Now, I have destroyed the interior of my car many times with jamming in large trees and shrubs that I could barely fit in the trunk. I highly recommend getting a tarp you can just keep in the back of your car for those impromptu moments where a free plant comes up and you don't have time to go home and get your tarp. Just keep it in your car, ready to go. 4th, and perhaps the most important one, is stranger danger. Now, it's always important when meeting people for the first time that you do it in the most public place possible. Now, you're likely going to be going to someone's house. And so what I recommend is briefly chit-chatting with them at their front door just to get a feel for them, get a read for their personality, and you can learn a lot from someone and their vibe in a very short amount of time. And if you're not comfortable with the person you're interacting with, you don't have any responsibility to stay there. You can just leave without any reason, get in your car, and get out. Okay, let's check out Facebook groups. First thing we're going to do is go into our search bar and we're going to type in some things we might be interested in, like maybe permaculture. What's coming up here? Some local permaculture groups. We're trying to find local groups that we can get in with, meet people, and that will inevitably lead to opportunities. What else? Gardeners. There's a lot of gardeners just about everywhere you can go. So there's gardeners of Snohomish County, gardening, Pacific Northwest. That's where I am. So this is a relatively local group, regional. Homesteading groups are also another great market to tap into. There's Homesteaders of Washington. You can also just type in our local cities around us and see what kind of groups are local. Okay, this is a Gardeners of Snohomish County. That's great. That would be great. There's a classified section, people selling stuff, sometimes giving things away. Maybe there's some free stuff in there. Snohomish County homesteaders, people who homestead grow lots of plants. Sometimes they give away free things. It can help just to do a quick peruse of what's going on in the group if you're able to. Oftentimes you'll get other groups that are recommended that you might be interested in. You never know. Two main points I want to share with you regarding Facebook groups. The first thing is Facebook group etiquette and building a reputation for yourself within that group. Well, how do you do that? Well, it's actually quite easy. Don't over message the group with spam, asking for free plants every day, all throughout the year. I personally put out the call for free plants and trade deals in the spring and fall, which is consequently the time that most people are thinking about planting things. Building a reputation within a Facebook group, what's that? All that means is giving yourself some sort of presence in that group. Ask other questions besides who has free plants. Comment on other people's posts, showing support for something they did or answering a question that they might have. Doing these small things is going to show the other people in the group that you are not a taker. Which brings me to the second main point of dealing with Facebook groups. Don't be a taker. What I mean by that is dealing with every interaction as a one-way street where you're trying to receive something. In my experience, the more you give, the more you get. Well, what can you give? You can give your time, you can give your energy, and once you've built up a collection of plants, you can offer other plants in trade. Another strategy you can use in a Facebook group is to offer surplus plants to people for free. People who are interested in getting free plants usually have plants themselves. You never know what they might have that they might offer in exchange. So most people have used Craigslist before, but if you have not, you can choose different sub areas for general locations. I'm in Snohomish County. Seattle is the greater region. We're going to go to for sale, and then there's a free stuff section. There's two ways we can do this. We can go in the search bar and just type in free plants and see what comes up. Then we can scroll. You know, it seems that Facebook Marketplace is a lot livelier than Craigslist at the moment, but you never know. I found some really great deals on Craigslist. Here's some free hazelnut plants. Okay, here's some free raspberries, strawberries. I'll check the map, see how far away it is from you. Another way you could do this is just to just go to the free stuff section and just from the top, just start scrolling down. and seeing what you're finding. Go and I'll scroll through the first 2 or 3 pages maybe. Once you've scrolled through the first 2 or 3 pages, if you check it on a regular basis, just scrolling through that first page is going to be enough. There's not going to be much more new there. Oh, look at that. Free plastic barrels. If you're trying to do some rainwater collection, there you go. You always want to double check what was stored inside those containers though. That wasn't some toxic material. Okay, so the next strategy here is we're going to go to Google and just type in food forest near me. And we're going to be looking for where are our local food forests. You might be surprised how many there might be around you. And what we're going to do is check out their website. And we want to check out just a little bit about what they are about, what their mission is. And we want to see if they offer any kind of volunteering opportunities, or if we can go and visit. When we're using this strategy, we're going to be thinking a lot more about the more you give, the more you get framework. We're not likely to get a lot of free mature potted plants volunteering at these kind of places. In time, we might be offered the chance to get plant materials such as cuttings and root fragments, which are going to be really great for getting a jump start for little to no money on our permaculture projects. Man, we got lots more for you. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications.